Imagine waking up one day, feeling perfectly normal, only to be gripped by a pain so severe, it feels like your insides are twisting. Our story begins with our protagonist, an individual who prided themselves on their robust health, suddenly finding themselves in a whirlwind of pain and confusion. It was an ordinary day, the sun was shining, the birds were singing, and life was going on as usual. But amidst this normalcy, something was amiss. A sudden, sharp pain, starting subtly in the abdomen, gradually intensifying to an unbearable level. This was no ordinary discomfort. This was a pain that screamed for attention. The protagonist, a strong, resilient individual, tried to shrug it off, attributing it to something they ate or a strain from their morning workout. But as the day wore on, the pain only worsened. It felt as if their insides were in a vice, the pressure increasing with each passing hour. What was happening? Was it a stomach bug? Food poisoning, perhaps? The questions circled around in their mind, but the answers were elusive. The pain was relentless, creeping into every corner of their body, making it impossible to focus on anything else. As the sun began to set, the pain had transformed from a nagging discomfort to a full-blown agony. The protagonist, once so full of life, was now huddled in a corner, clutching their abdomen, their face etched with fear and confusion. Their robust health seemed like a distant memory, replaced by the terror of the unknown. Health, as they say, is like a candle. It burns bright and steady, illuminating our lives until a gust of wind, or in this case, a twist in the tail, threatens to snuff it out. For our protagonist, that gust of wind had arrived, bringing along a storm they were not prepared for. The day that started so ordinarily was about to take a turn for the unexpected. This was just the beginning. The storm was brewing, ready to unleash its fury. Unbeknownst to them, our protagonist was on the brink of a journey from health to near death, marked by a twisted tale of appendicitis. A hidden enemy lurks within, an inflamed appendix, a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Imagine a tiny organ, no bigger than your little finger, nestled quietly in the corner of your large intestine. It's been there since you were born, minding its own business, mostly unnoticeable. This organ, ladies and gentlemen, is your appendix. But what happens when this seemingly innocent organ turns rogue? You see, our bodies are a marvel of nature, a perfectly balanced system. But sometimes this balance can tip, leading to an unexpected crisis. Appendicitis, the inflammation of the appendix, is one such crisis. Picture the appendix as a tiny cul-de-sac. It's a dead end. And when the entrance to this cul-de-sac gets blocked, it causes inflammation. Waste material, unable to exit, begins to accumulate, causing the appendix to swell. It's like a balloon being filled with air, slowly but surely expanding until it can't hold anymore. This is where our story takes a dangerous turn. The swollen appendix becomes a ticking time bomb, ready to burst at any moment. If it does, it can spread infection throughout the abdomen, a life-threatening condition known as peritonitis. Now, you might be wondering, why do we even have this seemingly troublesome organ? Well, the appendix isn't entirely useless. It's believed to play a role in our immune system, especially during our early years. But its potential for havoc far outweighs its benefits when it gets inflamed. This is the invisible enemy our protagonist battles against, a threat that lurks within their own body. An inflamed appendix, a silent adversary threatening to wreak havoc at any moment. But how does one detect this invisible enemy? How do we know when the appendix has turned from friend to foe? But how does one find this invisible enemy? The answer lies in the hands of medical professionals. In the realm of medicine, diagnosing is akin to solving a complex puzzle. Each symptom is a piece, and the challenge lies in fitting them together to reveal the bigger picture. In our story, the puzzle was appendicitis, a condition that can often masquerade as other ailments, making it a formidable adversary for even the most seasoned medical detectives. So, how does one uncover an invisible enemy like appendicitis? The answer is through a series of diagnostic procedures, each one designed to bring us a step closer to the truth. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating process. Imagine a detective using a magnifying glass to search for clues at a crime scene. In the world of medicine, the equivalent tool is a CT scan. This ingenious device allows doctors to peer inside the body, revealing the inflamed appendix lurking within. It's like shining a spotlight on the culprit hiding in the shadows. But the CT scan isn't the only tool in our medical detectives' arsenal. Blood tests play a crucial role too. Like secret messages, they carry vital information about what's happening inside the body. Elevated white blood cell counts, for instance, can signal that the body is fighting an infection, a clue that can point towards appendicitis. However, diagnosing isn't just about collecting clues, it's about interpreting them correctly. That's where the expertise of the medical team comes into play. They are the seasoned puzzle solvers who can piece together the disparate clues and arrive at the correct diagnosis. Their skill and experience are what transform a series of tests and scans into a coherent, actionable plan. And so, through the combined efforts of technology and human expertise, the diagnosis of appendicitis is confirmed. The invisible enemy is finally unmasked, its cover blown by the relentless pursuit of truth. But identifying the foe is just the first step. Now the real challenge begins. With the enemy located, it's time to strategize. It's time for the battle to begin. In the sterile confines of an operating theater, a battle of life and death unfolds. Here, the medical team is the front line, their weapons of choice, precision, knowledge, and an unwavering determination to save a life. Our protagonist, the patient, lies vulnerable on the operating table, their life hanging in the balance. This is the surgical standoff. The moment where science and skill merge in a dance that can be as delicate as it is decisive. Now, let's delve into the specifics of the operation. The surgery to remove an inflamed appendix is known as an appendectomy. It's a common procedure, but like any surgery, it carries its own risks and challenges. There are two main types of appendectomy, laparoscopy and laparotomy. Laparoscopy, often referred to as keyhole surgery, involves making small incisions in the abdomen. The surgeon then inserts a laparoscope, a long, thin tube with a high-intensity light and a high-resolution camera at the front. This visual aid allows the surgeon to see the inflamed appendix on a screen and guide their instruments to remove it. On the other hand, laparotomy involves a single larger incision in the lower right area of the abdomen. This gives the surgeon direct access to the appendix. Although it's a more invasive approach, it may be necessary if the appendix has ruptured and caused widespread infection. It's here, in these critical moments of decision-making, that the skills and expertise of the medical team truly shine. Each choice, each move, each incision is a testament to their years of training and dedication. Whether it's the deft maneuvering of a laparoscope or the precise execution of a laparotomy, it's a symphony of skill and science playing out in real time. With the inflamed appendix removed, the battle seems won. But the war is far from over. The aftermath of the battle is a battlefield in itself, a road paved with pain, resilience, and hope. So it was for our protagonist, emerging from the high-stakes drama of the operating theater, now embarking on a different kind of journey, the road to recovery. Post-surgery, the body begins a meticulous process of healing. It's a delicate dance, a balancing act of rest, nourishment, and careful movement. For our patient, the physical challenges were immense. Even the simplest tasks became monumental feats, yet with every small victory, their strength grew, mirroring the slow and steady healing within. But the body's healing is only part of the story. The emotional impact of a near-death experience can be just as profound. Imagine waking up one day, robust and full of life, then teetering on the edge of existence the next. The emotional rollercoaster our protagonist rode was as steep and winding as the physical one. Fear, anxiety, and uncertainty often accompany the path to recovery. Yet, within these emotional trials, there is also the capacity for immense growth and resilience. Our patient's journey was no exception. They faced their fears, embraced their vulnerability, and found strength in places they never knew existed. Crucial to this journey was the unyielding support from loved ones. Their presence, their unwavering belief in the patient's recovery, became an anchor in the stormy sea of recovery. Their encouragement echoed in the silent hospital halls, their smiles a beacon of hope amidst the uncertainty. The road to recovery is just that, a road. It's not a sprint, but a marathon. It's a path fraught with obstacles, but also filled with moments of triumph. It's a journey that tests the human spirit, pushing it to its limits, then watching it soar beyond them. From the brink of death to the dawn of a new day, this journey is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. It's a testament to the power of hope, the strength of will, and the incredible capacity we all have to heal, grow, and rise again. In the face of adversity, we often discover our true strength. As we immerse ourselves in the aftermath of our protagonist's incredible journey, the profundity of this statement becomes strikingly clear. This seemingly healthy individual, whose life was abruptly disrupted by the agonizing pain of appendicitis, now stands on the other side of the storm. The harrowing ordeal of teetering on the edge of demise has given way to a newfound appreciation of life's fragility and the intrinsic value of health. The echoes of their experience reverberate through the lives of those around them. Loved ones, who watched helplessly as their world was thrown into chaos, now hold their dear ones a little tighter and cherish the moments a little more. The experience has underscored the unpredictable nature of life and the preciousness of each shared laugh, each shared tear, each shared memory. In the sterile confines of the hospital, the medical team too reflects on the case. For them, it was another day, another patient, another battle against the invisible enemy within the human body. But each victory, each life saved, is a stark reminder of why they donned those white coats in the first place. The gratification of witnessing a patient's journey from near death back to health is an affirmation of their commitment to this noble profession. Yet, the lessons learned extend beyond the personal realm. This story underscores the importance of swift medical intervention, the power of an informed diagnosis, and the critical role of surgical expertise. It highlights the necessity of understanding our bodies, of recognizing when something is amiss, and of seeking timely help. As we wrap up this astonishing odyssey, we are left with a deeper understanding of life's unpredictability and the inherent strength within us all. The resilience, the determination, the will to survive against all odds is a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Each day is a gift, a chance to live, love, and learn, because life, like health, can take an unexpected twist in a heartbeat. And in that heartbeat, we find the strength to endure, to fight, and to triumph.